So now let's go more into details about how to edit an existing content. So I'm going to take as example the history web page, and I'm just going to click the edit button. So here I can change several things like the title, but I don't recommend you to change the title in a normal web page. Don't change this either, because it's going to change the navigation of the website. I would go for some changes in a paragraph, for example. You can make this field bigger by just dragging and dropping this little thing here in the corner. And let's say you want to have the history of St. Martin, you want St. Martin in bold. You just select the piece of text you want to make bold and you click on bold. Let's say you want to have the last sentence in italic. You just select the last sentence and you make it italic. And you see that I can see the change right away. And if you don't like the last thing you did, let's say I just typed something wrong here, you can always go and undo what you did. You have a limited amount of undo, so don't abuse this button, but pretty much I can go from where I started. You can see that now nothing has changed. And I can redo if I decide again that I want to redo my things, and I still get my wrong word here. The other option, which is very interesting, is the link option. So let's say you want to link a piece of text, and let's say I want to link St. Martin to let's say I want to link it to another page of my website, and I want the people, when they click on St. Martin, to go on this forum page, a day on the beach. So I'm just going to copy and paste the entire web address here, which is the address of a day on the beach, and I'm coming back to my content here, and I'm going to click on the link. I'm selecting my text, the text that I want to link, and I'm going to click on the link button. And it's going to open a small external window, and I'm just going to paste the address I copied here. And because we are staying in the same website, I don't need to open this link in a new window. I just want to open it in the same window, and I'm just going to insert that. So now let's say I want to have Philipsburg linked. When people click on Philipsburg, I want it to be linked to the website of Lightmoon. So I'm going to the Lightmoon website, and I'm just going to copy and paste their URL, their address here. I'm just copying it, and I'm coming back to my editor for my website, and I have Philipsburg selected. Same thing here. I click on the link button, and I'm just going to paste the address I copied. So this time this is going to an external website. This is going to another website. So I want to open this in a new window, and I just insert that. So now I have my two links. I have something in bold here, and I have something in italic. Okay, so let's see what's the result with this. So I'm just going to go at the bottom of my page, and I'm going to save. And if I check my history page now, I can see that I have this part in bold here, and I have a link, Martin. If I click on this, I'm getting to a day on the beach page, but I don't want to. Let me go back. If I click on Philipsburg, it's going to open another tab with the Lightmoon website. Let me close this, and of course I have my italic text and my bold text. So let's go again and edit this. And let me make this bigger. And now let's say I want to add a list of items with a little arrow in front of it. So the first thing I want to do is put my cursor when I want to have my list. And let's say I want to have let's create a list first. So I'm just going to make a list and say this is my first item. So to create a list, you just need to go where you want to create, when you want to start the list, and click and hit this unsorted list button here. And once you want to create another list item, you just need to press enter. So now I just pressed enter, and I get another dot, and I just can type in something else. This is my second item, and if I press enter, I get another one. But if I want to stay within the same item and write something else on the next line, I need to type in shift keep the shift key pressed and type enter, and it's going to just jump one line and you stay in the second list. So this is my second line in my second list item. Okay, so basically now you can press enter and it's going to create another item. So same thing, if you want to go to a third line in the second item, you press shift enter, and that's how it works. So this is pretty much it about the list. If you intend to write more text after this list, it might be a little bit tricky. What you need to do before you create this list is to foresee that you're going to have some text here. So at this point we're a bit stuck. We need to stay in this list, and maybe the next text we can have will be on this second area. But what you can do also is just copy this. You just cut this, and let's say you want to type more text here, and then you go back here, you just make another line and you just paste what you just did. So now you have your list item and you have more text underneath. So this is, if I save that, let's try. Now I'm gonna get a list. You can see that I can see my introduction text, and here I can start my list with a big arrow like this, and here is my more text here. So this is how you use lists, and that's what lists are made for, to create those kind of big arrow listed items. Let's go back to the editor. Okay, so let me make this bigger again. And let's say I want to enter something that I want to copy and paste from a Word document. So this is a little bit tricky. You really need to follow those steps, because if you're copying and pasting from Word document, Word is adding a lot of formatting which is not recognized by the web and by the internet, and you need to filter this content. So when you copy and paste from Word, you just select the piece of text you want to copy. I'm in Microsoft Word right now, or you can do the same for pretty much any external software or text editor, except the very simple text editor like WordPad. Even WordPad I'm not sure, but if the very basic text editor, maybe you don't need to do that, but right now I just copy that. So I'm copying this and I'm going back to my editor, and instead of pasting here directly, you want to use this paste from Word button, and this is going to open an external window. Depending if you're on Firefox, if it's on Internet Explorer, I think it's going to paste directly, which is good. And if you're on Firefox, you need to paste your text. You just copy it from Word, okay, and you need to insert that. And it's going to automatically insert the text, and it's going to filter all the bad formatting that Word is using, and make your text internet friendly. So once you've done that, you can edit your text just like any other example we did before. But don't forget to use this paste from Word button. It's very, very important. And now let's say I want to change this logo here, or this picture, by something else. I'm just going to remove this, and I'm going to browse my computer, and I'm going to upload this picture that I have here. And I think it's a surfer. Yeah. So now I just replaced the picture here. It's very simple. You can change the text here. I recommend to put keywords in this text, not too much, but just a couple of keywords which are going to be easy to recognize by search engines, for example. This can be useful, but it's very optional. So just it's very easy to replace pictures, and once you're done, you just need to save. And now let's see what we have as a result. Okay, so yep, I have my picture here, and I have my third paragraph here.